Hey guys, Stealthy here, and welcome back to Stellaris. Now, last time I have been expanding into the left side of space, as far as there is a left and a right, because of course if I just rotate the screen, everything would be upside down and everything would be somewhere else. Anyway, I'm expanding, but at the same time I cannot expand any further, because I cannot control any more planets. What I can do is work on more frontier outposts, but in order to do that, I'm going to have to first upgrade my income for influence, because it is not doing too well. Anyway, first let's pick some more society research. Let's see if I first need to do anything in the situation log. HV mining targets. Minerals. Okay. That could be useful. But do I need to research anything actually? No, not really. Okay, so let's go for actual research. Naval capacity plus 10%. It's not too critical because I still have a little bit of capacity left. We go for farming subsidies. That's what's going to give me also the ability to build hydroponics farm 2, which is going to grow my population faster. And of course I still don't have a scientist, which is very unfortunate, because it means it's going to slow down my research significantly. So I'm going to take this guy off of the Zia Dol science ship. No, I don't want to fire him actually. I'm going to put him here as a researcher. Is he commanding Zia Dol? Yes, so you're going over to this society research. And then for engineering, I can again go for... Oh, yes, definitely. I'm going to go for destroyers. Now I can build destroyers if I have this research done, but it's going to take me quite a while. It's going to take me 66 months. Let's see if I can upgrade my spaceport somehow. Yep, level 2 spaceport upgrade. Go for that. I'm going to do that with all the spaceports because I have a lot of minerals, as you may have seen. Spaceport 2 upgrade. Spaceport 2, and finally Spaceport 2. One of these things does not yet have a spaceport, so let's work on building one, because they do help me with my energy credits, which is rather important. Now there is still supposedly a war going on between, I believe, the Imperial Shatari Stars and... God, which were those again?
In the contact screen.
Yes, thank you. These guys are at war with the Imperial. This is the Ignorval Sovereignty, which is these guys. They are probably having a lot of border skirmishes here. Now, I have supposedly fleet superiority over the consciousness of Grumbok. Or sorry, no, the sovereign Silkak Stack States. Whatever that's supposed to pronounce. And I'm defending Castor, because I'm expecting this station or this sector to be invaded first, if I'm going to get engaged at all. So I have built a military station here, a defense platform.
That can be used to protect.
Thank you. Now let's see if I can build in any of the other systems. Not there. It does not lie within... Oh, actually it lies within their space. Right. I cannot build anything there. That is within their space, clearly. Nothing there. But I can build a mining station in Brakma, but there's at least one crystalline entity, and I believe there's quite a significant firepower among that crystalline entity. So, clearing out Brakma is going to be tough. Now, let's see if the construction ship can work on anything elsewhere. Yes, we can still build mining stations in Ditinal. Let's see about the other construction ship. Where are you? You're all the way over there. Okay, so it's going to take you forever to get there. So actually stay here. I'll take the other construction ship out to do that. Build mining stations. Then my science ships. Got one here in Nitris. Let's go for surveying the next system. And then we have the Hydrobius system with another science ship. Now, it's getting increasingly difficult to find more worlds to survey without going into airspace or space from my neighbors. Pretty much the only way I can go is either invading the B-knock, or the bill knock, or going this way, and hoping to expand my empire that way. So it's going to be a long way away for these guys, but let's do that.
Construction complete.
Alright, that was construction complete on the spaceport. Good, spaceport's been upgraded.
Construction complete.
I can now turn this thing to have a Corvette assembly yard.
Construction complete.
Which does get me some maintenance, but it also means I can build Corvettes faster. Right now, I'm perfectly happy with the speed at which I'm pumping out Corvettes, so I don't need to be worrying about that. Let's see how we're doing on the home world. I don't believe I'm growing new population anymore. So let's build
Some buildings may cause
hydroponics farm
adjacency
here.
effects to other buildings.
With a hydroponics farm, I hope to continue to grow my population here. Because it's stagnant currently. It's a bad thing. Over here, we are building a
Construction
hydroponics
complete.
farm.
Evading hostile fleet.
And where would that be? In Yultub. Oh, that's a lot of crystalline entities there. Anyway, these guys are getting new population, so that's good. They have a nice adjacency bonus with the other structures here. Let's upgrade that to a hydroponics. And can I clear out some of these? No, not yet. None of them, it would seem. Nope. Next planet. Wow, this planet really does not have a lot of locations that I can build on. I'm not going to go for that. Itil Sadom. We have a seemingly stagnant populace here. That's unusual. Why with the oh, leader died. Shit, that was the admiral of the first navy cluster. Damn. Anyway, since I have enough power, I'm going to get these guys over to the hydroponics farm here, so that a new bit of populace is going to start growing here. And this one is also going to be a basic hydroponics. Yes, you're going to go and work there. And finally, this planet. Again, we don't really seem to be growing here. Let's go with another hydroponics. Move over there. Start constructing that. And then start growing the population again. Technology research complete. I can now build hydroponics 2. Excellent. I can unlock colonization of desert worlds, which is nice, but I cannot control any more worlds. I can build a biolab, or I can get monthly influence. This, definitely. This is what I need right now. The other research is going to take quite a while. Now, I do want to have an admiral for the first navy cluster, or the first fleet. This one, resilient, lifespan plus 25 years, gale speed, evasion, sublight speed, and general speed. And this guy is granted a better fire rate. You know what? I'm not going to spend my influence right now. Mostly because I don't want to spend the influence in case I'm going to need it for something else. I'm just going to stash it up. Now, let's upgrade the hydroponics farms that I have currently. Hydroponics 2. You're building a hydroponics 1. Power plant 2. Constantly working on upgrading these worlds. No hydroponics built there yet. They're working on one. So that's going to be up soon. Let's speed this thing up. Alright, so we know that there's crystalline entities over there.
Construction complete.
Oh crap, this science ship doesn't have anyone aboard.
Construction
Yeah, that's a
complete.
problem. Get over there. Construction complete. Of what exactly? That must be a hydroponics upgrade. I require a planetary administration. Oh. And those require at least 5 population. Right. Can I do that
System
with the other
survey
planets
complete.
instead then? At least some of them, maybe?
Evading hostile fleet.
Where? Bloody hell. 270, another 270, and a third one for 270, but I do want to get that world. Alright, Navy Cluster, head over there. We're gonna neutralize whatever's in Yuletop. And I'm also going to send over the second Navy Cluster. Because these guys really have a ton of firepower, and I would like my fleet to survive. System surveyed. The Romacus system. Good, send him over there. Now I still have my defensive fleet over in Castor. Wow, that thing is projecting a large defensive radius. Are those mines? They must be. Impressive. I like that. Okay. Navy Cluster, head over to here. No, where are they? Oh, there, in Yuletop. The negotiations for appointing a new Archon are
Construction
underway.
complete.
Okay. That's my planetary, or sorry, my, not my planetary leader, even worse. It's my Empire leader who has died. Right, you guys work on upgrading your
Construction
hydroponics
complete.
farms, or power plants, whichever you can work on. That cost me a lot of influence, whatever it was. And I cannot elect this guy, because it's going to require 200 influence, and I only have 29. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. Alright, Navy Clusters 1 and 2.
Research complete.
Ruler elected. Okay. Where is my fleet? There. Head over here. Engage that target. This is going to be some power projection. Look at that. Hello, gentlemen. Society research completed. Ah, +2. Beautiful. Colonial centralization unlocks planetary capital. Not sure if that's useful. This is going to get me energy, energy output, food output, and mineral output. That's the adjacency bonus. Production targets. The edict is a focused administrative effort to reprioritize and reevaluate production goals, yielding a boost to mining output. I don't need that. Look at the stash of minerals I've built up. Habitability. Colonial living conditions may be improved. Yeah, okay, let's work on that instead. Here we go. I
Hostile
have
fleet engaged.
far superior firepower when compared to these guys. I just hope I can make good on that without losing too many ships. Fortunately for me, I have shields and they do not. You can see it's really costing me. I think I may have lost
Situation log
one
updated.
ship. Alright, get out. Shields are being recharged. Very good. Ruler elected. Agenda develop industry. Constructor cost, mining
Hostile
station
fleet
costs.
engaged.
Oh, perfect. There we go. Next set of Crystalline entities. They're definitely healing themselves up, but so are we. That's thanks to the research that I put into these guys, so that I can now find out how exactly they're doing that. Let's get this science ship
Situation log updated.
over there.
System survey
Survey the
complete.
system. Let's get these ships to engage the final target over there. Let's see, we had a science ship over there, build research stations. Sorry, construction ship. And this one
Hostile fleet
has to start
engaged.
heading over here. There we go. Blast them with aliens. Yes, I have lost a few ships. So be it.
Construction complete. Evading hostile fleet.
You are? I don't need you to evade the hostile fleet. I need you to
Situation
just do
log
your job and
updated.
survey the planet. No, come back. Oh, my science ship's running away again. Come on, my dear science ship. Survey the system. Okay, we got leaders, we got evading hostile fleet, fleet combat stats. We did 2300 damage and took 900. And the second one was even better. Perfect. Unemployment. Damn it, another governor has died. I cannot field these guys fast enough. I need more
Evading
influence
hostile
somehow.
fleet.
These guys are unemployed. What can we build? I think a power plant or a power hub would be perfect here. Produces 3 energy. Go for that. Now I want you guys to both get repaired. I don't really care where you go, but you need to... Ooh, this one definitely needs some reinforcements. That ship came in, or that fleet came in with a lot more units. I went down to 21. I think I had about 25. Anyway, is my science ship working yet? Yes? No? Jeez, son, it's not rocket science, just move. Work on surveying that. The other Ben Bon has completed surveying Hessela. Nice system. Is there anything I can call a nice? It's not ideal. If I can get tropical colonization, I can get at least a habitability of 20%. It does give me very
Evading
nice
hostile
control over a
fleet.
system. Survey the next one. What? Oh, crap.
Evading hostile fleet.
No. No, 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 no. Don't run away. And by the way, didn't we wipe out all of these guys? I guess not. Interesting. I thought we would have wiped out all of these guys. Okay, let's merge these fleets. And they are actually the... let's call them the first fleet. That makes more sense. Firepower 535. I need you to engage that target, because my science ships are scared out of their minds. These things are set to aggressive, which means they will engage my science ship if it gets close. Repairs complete. The leader has been leveling. I still have all of my scientists, so that's a good thing. Okay, let's build up a few ships in Minok.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Let's go with a couple of
Construction complete.
Attajol frigates here. And I want to have another small group over in my main sector. More Attajols. Fleet engagement. 507, that means I already lost another ship. My frigates really are, and another one goes down. My frigates really are quite sacrificial at this stage.
Situation log
There, all
updated.
clear. Get fixed up. Gohor, go build me some new ships. Considering I got some losses. These ones... I need the best DPM on these ships. These have a damage of 561 versus 560. Armor is 4 versus 3. Shields is 25 versus 25. I do like the Attajols. They really, really perform very well. with the first Navy cluster being built up, consisting of 2 ships there. Second Navy cluster with a couple of smallish corvettes. Leader is leveled up. Good. Where's that science ship? In Yultup. Okay. I need you, if at all possible, to start building mining stations. Why not? It's well inside my borders, because it hasn't been completely surveyed yet. That might be why I cannot build anything. Let's rename this thing to my
System
frigate
survey complete.
to make sure that this is just that one ship. First fleet's being built up again. It's going to be joined by 3 more ships. Okay, you know what? I'm going to upgrade this one to include one of those corvette assembly bays anyway. Because you never know. If I suddenly need to start spitting out ship after ship after ship because I'm being attacked, then I want to have the capacity to do so. You don't have a solar array yet? Really? Oh, right, you were just built lately. That must be why. Surface. Anything I can build?
Construction complete.
Not exactly. System surveyed. The Kimithar. That means that the Ben Bon has completed its survey over there. We have a couple of gas grazers over there. Survey the next one.
Anomaly found.
Oh yeah. On Yultup 7. Have a look. What's over there?
Construction
Impressive
complete.
structures
Evading
litter a
hostile
small area on
fleet.
the surface of Yultup 2, practically begging for some archaeological work. Okay. 10% risk of failure. Look at that, 592. Not bad. Now, how are we doing on fleet strength? Because last time around I was quite a bit weaker than my neighbors. Or actually I was pretty much similar. Most likely invaders are either going to be the Bilnock or the Dis. Abandoned. Nice! Look at all this society research. That's wonderful. Okay, he's going to continue surveying. Anyway, we're looking at the Bilnock and the... what was it? The Dis. Okay. The Dis cartel has an equivalent fleet power, but technologically they're superior. And the Bilnock combined worlds, again,
Construction
equivalent.
complete.
I really want to build up my fleet. I do not want to get attacked by these guys, but I would prefer to do some attacking of my own. Spadeport has completed its production queue. Excellent. Excellent.
System
That
survey
is
complete.
in Mosthaven. So that means that Mosthaven now has an upgraded spaceport with a solar panel network. Good. A couple of smallish fleets of 141 attack power each. Looking good. System surveyed. Yultup is completed. That means that my science ship can now start building, digging posts here, mineral posts. The Ben Bon. We have something to research there. Where's the Ben Bon?
Construction complete.
There's nothing to research there. What? Oh, it must be with this thing. That is the debris from the ships that I shot up earlier. Let's see. Troubadour has a couple more crystalline entities. Alright, let's send over the first fleet. Let's clear out that sector. I feel small compared to the Dis cartel. They really have a lot of terrain. I find that a bit worrying. This lies within the consciousness of Grumbok. Could I invade them? If I wanted to?
Evading
Equivalent to fleet
hostile
power.
fleet. Debris analyzed.
Analyzed, red crystal capacitors, society research, a couple more points. Good. There is more to explore. You're gonna have your work cut out for you. Now, I think I have everything that I could possibly want.
Research
Researched
complete.
and or built. Basically what I need is more influence. I need to be able to expand faster somehow. What? Oh, again? Wonderful. Okay, we got atmospheric filtering. We can get the frontier clinic, which gives me more food. I can go for, again, habitability, or Biolab 1, which produces, I believe, society research. Yeah,
Debris analyzed.
let's go for this one. Anyway, which scientist has died? That's the Ben Bond scientist. Wonderful. The Ben Bond was doing a lot of research. Anomaly fill risk, that's useful for a science ship. Over in Stratal there are some more crystalline entities. Can we fly? Whoa, that's a long way away. Oh well. Where's the first fleet? These guys should be pretty easy to deal with. I'm not too worried about them. But they're zipping around this system pretty fast. Debris analyzed.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Look at that. They say only pick the battles that you can win. Well, I suppose we can win this one.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Boom, there's more research
Debris
there.
analyzed. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Completed the survey there from the debris.
Evading hostile fleet.
We are. The Ben
Situation
Bond. Whoa.
log updated.
What are these? More crystalline entities. God, these guys just don't know when to quit. But the good news is that I have completely wiped out everything in Trabalore. So the Yultup can now survey Trabalore for me. These guys I want you repaired, because I can rely pretty much on the hull points being repaired automatically by the ships, but it takes quite a long time. So actually moving up is going to be a lot faster. Now building a frontier outpost is going to cost me 111 influence more. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, let's go to the shipbuilder. Let's go for a new design, a corvette. And can we make this an autocomplete ship? That's the interceptor class. And a striker core. Autocomplete. Damage output 7.04 by the use of a small and a medium autocannon. Or a shifter. Autocomplete 2.34. These things are probably pretty survivable though. What? Another scientist has died? Must be the age limit that I'm really running into. Expert in the field of voidcraft, rocketry, or research speed. Yes, please. Keep working on that, and then I can unlock destroyers. It's going to take me 17 more months. The debris in Yultup. Where is that? I just came from Yultup, didn't I? Yeah, right there. I thought I researched everything there. Research. And I'll send over the Ben Bon to do some research here. Survey that system. First fleet's been repaired. Perfect. Then we can send over the first fleet to deal with the guys that we encountered there. Those crystalline entities. I have the feeling I'm sending these science ships all the way back and forth. And it's not really being effective. Oh well. I still have this Cybrex event.
Research complete.
I have the high value targets. That's on the other side of the map. You expect me to get there? As for the drifting clouds, let's stop tracking these. The drifting clouds, track on the map. That one I can reach, that one I cannot reach. In order to get there, I'm going to have to either go through this space freely or uninvited, let's say. Society research completed. Leader lifespan plus 10. Yeah, let's go for that. It's going to benefit all of my leaders. Alright, 105 on each of these. Engage. Eurus. It was in
Hostile
Eurus,
fleet
right, that I wanted
engaged.
to do research. Yultup. Ugh, close enough. But the wrong sector altogether. Fly over there. Navy fleet number 1
Situation
engaging.
log updated.
Promising officer. Captain Ilse, commanding officer of the Montour, served with distinction. And he's been added as a new admiral. Excellent.
System survey complete.
Alright, that's the Troubadour system. The Troubadour is
Hostile
where
fleet
the Bambon
engaged.
is. Let's get all those research projects done. First fleet is working on its next engagements. I think I just lost a ship.
Situation log updated.
Clear. Get out. You're in Yultup. There is a bit more to be researched. System surveyed. Fleet combat status.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yep, that's the last of those crystalline entities. Unfortunately, crystalline and chrysalid don't really seem to go together very well. I lost another ship, down to 19 ships. But I really hope to start adding destroyers to that
Situation
soon.
log updated.
That's gonna end when? Almost
Debris
there.
analyzed.
11 months. Debris analyzed, perfect. Navy fleet, get repaired. You're gonna get repaired in Menok. So Menok, you're gonna start building me some more ships to replace the ones that have been lost. Spaceport. Let's go with a couple of atom jaws and a couple of shards. Alright. Can I upgrade some more of my surface installations? Not there. I can do so here. Power plant 2. Hydroponics 2. Nope. Are these growing at all?
Debris analyzed.
Doesn't look like it, does it? Produces +2 food. Yes, go for it. I want you to get that one instead. So I can start growing
Debris
again.
analyzed. Research complete.
Which one? Genome mapping. Okay, I'll be right there. I'm still not growing fast enough. Go with the frontier clinic. Yep. Right, genome mapping has been completed. I gotta say, this society research dude is really, really good at researching fast. Go for removing tile blockers.
Debris analyzed.
First fleet is in Menok. It's back up to 20 ships now. Repairs complete. Debris analyzed, debris analyzed, debris analyzed. The Ben Bon should have its work cut out right there. There is a lot of stuff to survey in this sector. So let's send the Ben Bon over here. I really still want to get to Phagantris to see what one of those... Is that the cloud thingies is? Yeah, I think so. How much? Still 11 months. It's taking a long time. Alright, Ben Bon. I really hope that you can help speed up that research project. Oh! We got the GCS Furious Hatchling over here from the Consciousness of Grumbach. They're also surveying these systems. Interesting.
Construction
complete. Another construction's complete. Very nice. Now the first fleet is over here in Menok. Let's send it over there to Navi to start working on clearing those guys out, and then I can hopefully finally get to Phagantris. And of course, in the meantime, I'm clearing out a lot of area for pretty much friendlies, or pretty much my competitors here of the Consciousness of Grumbach. But so be it. Timed research. Debris in Zedior is being worked on. I want to have a destroyer. Plus 7% research speed. Work faster. I want my destroyers.
Debris analyzed.
Physics research plus 15 points. Society research plus 5. Where's my other ship? I believe Yultup has been completely surveyed. Like most of these other systems here. Complete. Survey that. Almost. It's taking a long time. Come on.
Construction complete.
Hostile fleets present. Yeah, well, so are mine. These things, of course, are again crystalline entities.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, well, they really should
Debris
not engage
analyzed.
my fleet. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful formation?
Situation log updated.
Splash. Served with distinction. Got a new admiral. You know what? Why not put an admiral on this fleet? And, oh, I can actually get these guys available. Gives me an engineer, an aggressive, fleet logistics, or evasion. This should make my fleet a bit more maintainable. Go for that. Another one of the debris parts is done.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, not to worry. We got this. Admiral Ilse will lead us to more
Situation log
conflicts and to
updated.
victory. There we go. Next. And they seem to have a fourth one after that, so take out that one as well. What's this sign ship up
Hostile
to?
fleet engaged.
Zedior. Okay, he's almost
Debris analyzed.
there. You're done with your analysis.
Situation log
Can
updated.
you go over there? No, we already surveyed that one.
Hostile
Then
fleet
need you to head over to
engaged.
Navi. Yeah, we already surveyed that one. First fleet still at full
Situation
combat
log
strength.
updated.
Perfect. Well done, guys. Now get fixed up. Or actually, before we do that, let's... Whoa! 4 more jumps? Jesus. That's a lot of work. Alright, probing crew of the observation station in orbit around that planet has not reported any major findings. That was until they sent a drunken message to the scientific headquarters. The crew have reportedly descended upon the planet and proclaimed the chief scientists as a deity to the locals. Are you kidding? They also made them construct a holy monument in his honor. The resulting pyramid now stands on the planet's surface, and the locals are worshipping it and presenting it with offerings. Oh, what to do, what to do. I can recall the project, which will dismantle the station. I can tell them that this is a hilarious prank, and they will be thrust into the new X, the next age. Why not? Or I can erase all of our traces. That would not be a good thing. We're just going to continue this prank. We're here now, and I wouldn't want to...
Research complete.
Take their god away, of course. Cloud lightning. Good. Next up. Red crystal capacitors. Let's go for that. And I think that research is going to have to be completed next time, because this episode is running for 41 minutes. They seem to be getting a few minutes longer every time, and we'll try to get them pretty contained. So I hope you enjoyed this one. A lot more conflict here, but I am expanding along this side. At least I'm doing more reconnaissance here. And possibly in one of the future episodes I'm going to be working on actually invading, for example, the consciousness of Grumbach. But more on that next episode. For now, hope you enjoyed, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in episode 7. Up soon.